What is anyone going to do about these Patriots? Hello. I mean, who would have thought? What did you think was going to happen on that Sunday night? I don't remember.
Did you think?
I didn't think.
I don't remember.
I didn't think.
I thought it would be a close game.
We talked to a lot of people.
I thought it would be a close game. I thought, the way they were playing, the teams the Bills had played going in and some of the lapses that they had against lesser competition, and I thought there was a chance they would be able to keep it close, the Patriots, and cover. And that, to me, would have been a victory. But the fact that they were able to actually go in there and win, to me, is representative of them taking a step that I don't think any of us were ready for them to take. And when you have a quarterback perform the way he performed and perform in that spot the way he performed, that to me is the biggest takeaway. Because I think we all knew, right, for us locally, watching him every week, everybody that watches him on a regular basis knows he has these great physical skills, right? He's got a good arm and he can run around and creates with his legs and he can fight off contact and try to make a play. Whether or not that works out well for him all the time is sort of a week-to-week thing. But the physical stuff we all knew about. I don't think anyone could have predicted or could have said with certainty how he'd perform on Sunday Night Football, first primetime game, on the road in Buffalo, one of the toughest places to play in the NFL, against a Super Bowl contending team with the MVP on the other side. And to have the game tied with 2 minutes left and go down the field and win it. Like, even the biggest Drake Maye supporters would not have been able to sit here on the Saturday before the game and tell you, no, yeah, he's got it.
Nobody has seen from him yet. And by virtue of either the schedule or just the situation, where's that game-winning drive? Can you march it down the field in the last 2 minutes and put a point? Yeah, I think he can, but I don't know for sure. Well, how does he perform in primetime? Don't know yet. In a big spot like this, don't know. So, now, were all the questions answered definitively? Not necessarily. It's a pretty small sample size, but the fact that all these things kind of came to be in that one game was great for the Drake Maye supporters, and I think a bit surprising for everyone else, whether you're on the fence or didn't like him. Like, no, he actually got it done. He got it done in that spot and orchestrated that last drive to get them down the field.
And consistency is just the next thing, right, John? I mean, it's that is the next step for him and for them.
He's thrown it to you now.
I see that.
Team.
Yeah, I saw.
Well, I can see him nodding. He's thinking. I see him looking up towards the nothingness in the ceiling here, and the wheels are turning.
Yes.
So I want to support that process that he's going through right now.
I appreciate that,
by
Phil.
acknowledging him by name.
Phil, hold
very
forth.
tired hamster in there,
Hold for
knocking around a very heavy wheel, very rusty.
Fred's had his A game all morning.
You don't get the reference, stupid?
No, I don't.
Of course not.
No.
It's because you have a very old hamster and a very rickety wheel in there. You just set yourself up.
Okay.
Never mind.
Why'd you have
Go
to
ahead.
call him stupid?
He's been doing
Not nice.
Go ahead.
You don't like the context of it.
Can't believe that, John. You'd say that to you.
This is like the guy with Boomer. I got him going.
It
wasn't even that mean. I don't know what the thing is.
Do I look upset to you?
Why'd you call him stupid? Get out of here. All right, go ahead.
So here's the thing for me now is that he looks like the kind of quarterback who already is elevating what's around him. Because in that game, that was not a whole lot of schemed up, wide open, thank you, Josh McDaniels. As long as I do whatever you ask me to do, we're going to be just fine. Right? There were some of those from the pocket, winning down the field to Hunter Henry, that last throw to Kayshon Boutte, even though Mike Vrabel said on his film breakdown soon thereafter, I don't know if we necessarily want to live in that place, meaning I don't know if we want to try to pull off these kinds of throws across the field from the left hash to the right sideline, 18 yards down the field in a critical situation like that, but he's able to do it. He's elevating the pieces around him, and they're not able to even really run the ball. Right? This is a second-year quarterback in the first year of a new offense. They can't run. They're one of the worst rushing offenses in football when they design carries for their running backs.
So much for they're going to be running the ball so much this year.
They can't do it.
I know.
They can't do it, and it hasn't mattered because the quarterback's been that good. Teams are taking away the run because they don't respect the receivers on the outside. Drake Maye's made those guys usable on the outside. it's been really, really impressive in very short order for him.
We were talking about the offensive line and how good it really is. I found a guy who had compiled the statistics of Pro Football Focus and a couple other places, and I have the Patriots as 6th or 7th as far as pass protection in the league. But at the same time, and Fred brought this up earlier, it looked like Drake May had to run for his life on occasion on last weekend.
And they didn't run the ball.
Which is it? Which is it? Are they pass protecting well, or are they not?
For certainly what we had expected, they are performing above those expectations. And I think for the most part, they are pass protecting well. Pressure rate, sack rate, those things that impact quarterbacks are oftentimes quarterback generated. They are quarterback driven. And especially for mobile quarterbacks, what you'll find are that they are willing to hold on to the football longer than others because they know they've got this skill set where they can create if what's there for them in the passing game isn't there for them immediately. And that leads to higher pressure rates, higher sack rates at times. So that to me, if there are moments where, and anecdotally there certainly were on Sunday night, where he's running for his life immediately off the snap. That play where he's stiff-arming the lineman, and then he throws to Stephon Diggs, that was you could call it a blown protection. That was a kind of complicated call. If you go back and you look at it, it was like a triple option play where there's an option to hand it to the back, which they had done the week before to Travion Henderson. This time it was Ramondre Stevenson. There's an option for the quarterback to follow two pulling linemen from the left side and maybe run it himself, and there's the option to throw. The blocking scheme there, based on what the Bills had in terms of their structure up front, was not a good match. And so that's another one where he kind of made the call right. That's why I say he's already elevating what's around him. You can have an imperfect call on for whatever the defensive call is on the other side. The throw down the field, deep down the field to Stephon Diggs right on the sideline. I thought that was a good call for what the Patriots I thought it was a good call by the Bills for what the Patriots had on. They were running play action. They were trying to take a shot down the field. They brought a blitz. But he makes it right because he has the skill set that he has, and he can recognize what's happening in front of him very quickly.
You got me looking at PFF, and Barmore and Milton Williams having very good seasons. Aiden Hutchinson has 31 total pressures in 5 games. It's insane.
He's very good.
Yeah, he's good.
For all the latest from the Sports Hub, download the app at 985thesportshub.com.